keel to hull joint had wasted a lot of time, filling all those divots and undercuts with the small welder. Being newbies at welding, we were constantly suspicious of the strength of welds and whether or not we were doing it right. After welding on those little tabs for the come-alongs to pull in the radius plate, we had no doubt the welds will be strong enough. Good welds are also easier to grind smooth. Once again, a small space has been left between plates. This allows for A. Cutting a bevel, and B. Shrinkage during cooling. Without which the plate would end up a distorted mess, having no room to contract. The only thing we didn't like about this design of boat was the lack of a swim deck. First though, the aftmost plate must be carefully pulled in so as to avoid the fishtail look. Gina is aligning the plate by touch. It's a fast and easy way to match heights. Now the aft is angled properly, more plate must be added under the swim platform. One more addition to the hull that is better done now is the rudder heel. It's a little box at the end of the keel that will support the rudder. Because it could possibly hit the bottom in shallows and guards the rudder, it must be built pretty solid. At last we're to the point where no more can be done with the boat upside down. It's time to get her flipped over. Yes, we didn't forget to make those. We had to. It's not like we can run down to the nearest boatyard and borrow some, the nearest being some 900 miles from here. The day to turn the boat over has arrived. It's a monster crane, capable of lifting much more than our mere 11,000 pounds, but still we had butterflies in our stomachs. After lifting it high enough, the starboard pulley was let out to get 90 degrees out of the turn. The turn went so smoothly, everyone was amazed. The position of the supports was perfectly balanced. Suddenly, our boat seems twice as big. It's amazing how much bigger she seems now she's sitting upright. The forward decks went in quickly. It seemed like the keel was a black hole, as everything seemed to fall into it. Serving up the thin 1/8 inch deck plate was pretty much a batten and cut operation. The plate was cut into oversized strips on the ground, and then easily carried up. Wow, does this stuff ever cut quick! I had to turn down the plasma cutter a bit and slow it down. Also today we started on the poop deck aft. A poop deck is a raised deck which, in this case anyway, surrounds the cockpit. But I had started bending the frames that will support the poop deck and had come up with a system. Once they were all done, Gina took them up and welded them in. The most important thing is that they are flowing fore and aft. If not, then the plate won't sit on it properly. While browsing through the blueprints, I noticed that the transom isn't flat but has a curve. I don't know why we thought it'd be flat, but this makes more sense. Unfortunately, that'll make it trickier to get in as it must fit inside the add-on swim deck. Join us next time and you'll see how we made it fit, with a little determination, some good ideas, and some bad ones. Also, we'll get the cabin sides on, a bulkhead or two, and the pilot house together. Are we going the military look here? Find out in episode 4 of the Big Sailboat project. I'm Sandra Sims bidding you farewell and fair winds.